My name is Doug DeVitri, and today I present to you Build Buddy. Do you have kids that are 6? Raise your hands. Yeah? Awesome.
7 and 8.
6, 7? Cool. Anybody else? Or grandkids around that age? I don't know, did we stop reproducing in Missouri or what? I know we have some issues going on, but come on.
2-year-olds. I'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be there very soon. And I don't know, as a parent who deeply cares about my son's education, I just noticed some things in the last couple of years that probably needed to be addressed. And maybe as a concerned parent, you did as well. And this isn't really going to be so much of a pitch or a presentation, because the thing is you already know what's going on. I'm just going to bring it out of you so that we can come together. Because when we build together, we learn together. And if we're serious about improving for the workforce for tomorrow, let's start today. If we take a look at the current education system right now, what do you believe some of the issues are with respects to our kids getting the education that they so well deserve? Paul?
Funding being tied to property tax.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna put down here funding. Sure. Keep it simple. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, what else? It's about the Benjamins, baby.
I don't know specific one, which, I mean, it's clear kids are just not learning, for whatever reason why. I mean,
Okay.
Effectiveness.
And your name?
Joe.
Joe? So I'd probably say that they're not engaged. Would that be fair?
Yeah, fair enough.
Not engaged at all. What else?
Only teaching for the tests.
Let's say standardized learning. Teach in the order that I have prepared, not so much what you are excited about. What else?
There aren't enough people going into teaching, much less who understand the new way of learning.
Yeah, awesome. So lack of teachers. And maybe we just add one more here too to this to say maybe they're not as engaged, right?
Or paid enough.
Teachers couldn't. So that could also be a part of funding, but I think it is a separate issue as far as teachers' salary, right? Salary and benefits. It's not so much anymore. Sorry, go ahead. Got my own train of thoughts. What else? What's another issue you see? Or that you hear about? Yeah.
Remote learning.
Remote learning. I'm going to put down here this concept of screen to screen. Can I, as an educator, deliver the same, if not better, educational experience if I am not physically present? Is that possible? I don't know. What else? You know, there's 2 books that you can probably read. There's the one that was published in 2015 by McGraw-Hill, Screen to Screen Selling. It's an idea that maybe, hey, we might want to try this thing out.
Wait, did you publish, this is your book?
Yeah, this is my book.
What?
That's my name on it.
You gave me a copy this morning, I didn't realize it was yours.
And then there's my son's book, who's 6, and this is his Minecraft coloring book.
Wow.
Oh, and yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot I also have some of these too. His flyers, the flyer of the future, has coloring pages and QR codes. And you might ask the question, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is a child supposed to have a phone, or is a child not supposed to have a phone? I don't know. Adults do all day long. I don't know. So these are the types of questions that we start to ask. What is the personal responsibility that we can now transfer? What are the skills that children can use in life? How do we accelerate the rate of learning so we're not just tied to this one module and this module? Let's make all the modules compiled into one, meeting kids at their level. And if you're going to ask any child that's in grade school right now, 1 in 3 want to be a YouTube star.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean there'll be one, but if you think about what someone might do is if they start to create videos, what do videos do? They give you confidence. They allow you to articulate your thoughts. And it's not just about one topic or the other. It's about combining the level of experiences that they just don't teach in kindergarten. And so let me give you, I'm going to push this aside for a little bit, and let me show you what the future looks like. Internet security.
Yeah, it's important.
It's important.
I can't believe that. You're right, the future is internet security.
Right.
But before we get there, I want you to think about this for a minute, okay? If you were going to take a look at a whiteboard at school or at the library, what level is it placed? It's up here, right? There's no whiteboards down here. Are kids supposed to learn how to write? Yes. Are they given the ability to? In the context of maybe the teacher, right? So we're flipping the whole idea of teaching in a way that students become the educators. The students create the courses that they are most passionate about. The students create whatever it is because when they now come together in their own world, they start to learn together. What I'd ask you to do is real quickly, if you would please, pull out your phone. Pull out your phone real quick. And then go onto the QR code and then scan the one that says subscribe to Harry's YouTube channel. Right now he has 97 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of today we'll hit 100 and we'll have a big party at laser tag. Because this way, at least you'll be able to see, right? These aren't just high-level concepts anymore. My son is setting the trend as far as what's possible. And when you subscribe, there will be one video that shows up at the very top. Take a tour of Build Buddy, and this is what it will look like. So what you cannot do is you cannot hear him, right? But what he's doing right now is he's inside of his Minecraft world. Let's see if I can get the lights. Just like the lights.
Top.
Which one?
Either the two on top or the one
Oh,
on
here
the
we
bottom.
go. Is that better?
Yes.
Cool. So my son is here on the bottom right-hand corner. And what he's doing is he's reading his book that's inside of Minecraft, teaching other people how to build and play inside of his world. So as he's reading here, imagine what other people are here. Now, again, this is stuff that just didn't exist before. Or now we have the ability to program this type of interface. So when we take a look at creating courses, now we can build these 3D immersive environments inside of Minecraft. Instead of just having one person play at a time, we can have multiple people play at a time, at the same time. If we start to build a curriculum around community-based projects, such as taking the schematic of Lindenwood University in 3D and allowing kids to build on top of that. Taking the schematic of downtown St. Louis with the Arch and Busch Stadium and the Americas Center and bringing kids together in their playground to be able to build on top of that. We bring the St. Louis Zoo's 3D schematic and then we allow kids to build on top of that. Imagine what type of future that we can create together. Now, I didn't go to school for IT. I'm a marketing guy. Any IT guys in the room? 1, 2, 3? Yeah, today I just got the certification, Amazon Web Solutions, or excuse me, can't even say it. Amazon Web Services Solution Architect. Now, anybody who's in IT probably knows what that is, anybody outside does, but I'm a marketing guy that had to go in that, and the only reason why I went in that direction is because my son is the one who held me accountable. Right? I mean, you could literally, so if you've ever watched kids, and you hand them a phone, and they start to watch YouTube videos, how long do they watch these things for? Hours and hours. Yeah, until you go to your Wi-Fi network and then you disable the internet connection because it's time to go to bed. Right? Or you program Alexa to say, hey, it's time to go to bed. That way you're not the bad guy anymore. And a lot of times these presentations, I just make these jokes just for myself, so I appreciate you being patient and kind of like staying with it. So what we've done is we have 8 worlds in one, where anybody can go on and join for free. So if you're so inclined, you can go to buildbuddy.org. You can go to where it says sign up, and then you can get the server address to be able to join in this immersive world. And so even through our outreach that we've had, we've been able to create some really interesting partnerships, more so with higher education than we have for the schools. And I think really what the goal is where my son is trying to educate other kids, I'm trying to educate other parents and other teachers as far as the benefits of using this type of learning development technique. So as I'm kind of like sharing some of these things, what questions might you have?
I'm just confused on how the whole thing works, to be quite honest.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's great they're interacting. How are they teaching? How is your son being, how is your son, how is your son qualified to teach my son? And I'm just being completely frank here.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I'm confused on how this is, doing anything.
It's a very interesting question to ask. So we take a look at delivering a presentation, right? If you're going to attend, whether it's a high school class, whether it's a college class, whether it's, let's say, junior high or it's elementary, what are some traditional learning delivery techniques that you would use to help somebody acquire knowledge, skill, or adopt a new type of attitude with regards to the subject matter? Paul?
Reading
So
and writing.
maybe it's a handout, right? Handout.
You said skills.
Maybe you have the learning resources. So you'd have a handout, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of went on a different path. A book. You would have voice, right? You would have the interaction. What else do you have with some sort of course? You have learning objectives. Did you know that the state of Missouri now has adopted new computer science learning standards that are a part of the curriculum for grades K through 12? That blows me away just knowing that type of things exist anymore. So you have learning objectives. What else might you use?
Hey Doug, how does that tie to a curriculum? How does any of the activities they're doing in there tie towards skills that help with a curriculum for when the kid goes to school?
Perfect. Now, spelling.
Yeah.
How do you spell brick? B-R-I-C-K. How do you spell bucket? B-U-C-K-E-T. Now, Harry used to ask me how do I spell that so he could type it on the keyboard to find the blocks that he's looking for. Follow me? Like they don't normally teach that. So as he's asking, as he knows what blocks he wants to put down because he's been reading and he's been studying and he's been watching YouTube videos. So the sheer act of spelling, he has to be able to spell the block name before he can type it in. Now typing is a whole nother skill set. That's a part of that. Now, he used to ask me how to spell. Now he asks Alexa because Alexa's sitting right next to him. You know, when we're doing math, you know, when we get stuck on a math problem, he'll ask Alexa. So as far as so there's reading, there's typing, there is building, there is math, there is creativity, there's architecture, there is sound, creating audio files, creating digital graphic design, video production. These are all skills that are a part of this. He will sit down. Now he's at the point right now. He turned 7 in February. He'll sit down to the computer. All I have to do is type in the password now, right? Because there has to be some sort of security measures, multiple security measures put in place. So now he puts in the password. He'll open up all of the programs. He'll go to my Amazon Web Services console. I'll tell him the one-time password for login. I'll tell him the authentication password from my phone. He will open up all of the studio, turn on all of the lights. He'll have his soundboard ready. He'll have his gaming console ready to be able to switch the scenes, to be able to build inside of this. And even when he's in the Amazon Web Services console and launches his server using Lightsail, he'll go to the terminal window and type in the script to be able to launch his server before he goes on and to join the world. Now you have to realize this isn't necessarily a course. You follow me? These are skills that build on top of one another. And guess what? He doesn't get it right the first time. I didn't either, right? These are types of things that teachers haven't been able to do, and many universities haven't been able to figure out. In fact, in February, next month, Harry and I are delivering a program for the Association for Talent Development. If you can type that in, td.org, if you're so curious. The Association for Talent Development is the global authority in education technology. Him and I are speaking on the same program with Ken Blanchard Companies, Deloitte. We are literally setting the trend for how people are educating online. It just so happens we've been able to tie in Minecraft is because Minecraft is where kids, it's where they want to be. It's where they're most familiar. Last year, when I delivered a presentation at Lindenwood University's geospatial community, where there were other teachers and educators, high school seniors and juniors, it was real interesting. The students had been playing Minecraft for years. Here's Carter's drawing, right? There's these drawings in here that the students were totally engaged with, but what they said to me is, no one ever took the time to me to show me how this could potentially be an educational benefit. No one took the time with me to show me how. I believe we have a tremendous opportunity to be able to educate using this platform. In fact, there are already others that are already doing this. You want to see an interesting program that's already out in the, it's a global initiative, blockbyblock.org. It just so happens it hasn't, this type of learning hasn't made its way to St. Louis yet. Mary, you have a question?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk and action in various places about gamifying education. That's what I see you're doing here. You just happen to be doing it with one of the most popular games available. I want to know about your business model. I want to know how you plan to make some money with this, and you know who your target market is, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Mary. So we're taking a look at our business model right now. And this is something that we went through in the Eureka Experience business validation, is we saw one primary business model was membership, where parents, primarily parents, who are truly committed to their child's development will enroll in a yearly membership so that they have access to an unlimited amount of courses that are possible, right? So that's one avenue. The second avenue, summer camps. It's already an app where parents already put money into. It's just this is now a new way to do it because they can be in multiple places. They can be even traveling and still be a part of this camp. Our goal right now is to gain more users onto the platform. We have people building. What was really awesome with I-10's involvement is that we received $10,000 worth of Amazon Web Services credits to be able to program out the infrastructure necessary to build something as scale. You know, before we got into this was just a fun way to get kids together, you know, during the pandemic. Because of my son's passion, he has 54 videos on there right now. Because of my son's passion to do this is what's kind of leading this charge. So I'm hoping that more people start to get involved in some sort of fashion.
So at this point, it's essentially teaching kids how to use Minecraft. Ultimately, do you plan on doing modules like Build Buddy, we're going to look at building the Mayflower, or Build Buddy, we're going to look at building the Jefferson Memorial, or Mount Rushmore, and going into the history behind those things and some of the other stuff besides the cool factor?
Yeah, so there's this, right now we have the St. Louis Zoo, right now we have Lindenwood University, right now we have downtown St. Louis. In conversation right now with the St. Louis Area Food Bank to replicate their food supply and distribution chain as curriculum inside of Minecraft to be able to connect to 26 different counties, invite kids to be able to build and learn about the food supply.
Is this collaborative or is Buddy teaching?
Well, this is all collaborative, right? So the platform is the host, right? The platform is the host, and so, or the host of the community. And so, if let's pretend there's a local area of St. Louis that you're most passionate about, right? Let's say that there's a park that needs to be revitalized, or let's say it's an area that needs to be improved upon. We can now design the curriculum around it, design all the little components to be able to keep kids engaged in a self-directed learning experience, but also allow for the collaboration to take place where they can communicate, right? You know, we think about life skills. What happens if I burn your house down? Are you going to be mad at me? In Minecraft, if I pour lava on your building, are you going to be upset with me? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, so how do you handle that? How do you handle conflict resolution inside of Minecraft? These are the lessons. Yeah, please.
Sure, I had actually a two-part question. So you said you're talking about membership. Do you have game devs right now on teams that are building the world and like serving them as, you know, for the customers that are going to come on board? And the second part, Have you ever thought about maybe you pivoting from Minecraft using Unreal Engine to build your own kind of world?
Yeah, good. So devs and Unreal Engine, yeah, cool. So I'm not super familiar with Unreal Engine, but let me expand it. Spend a little more time on the devs. Are we okay on time?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay. Last year when Harry wanted to build Minecraft stuff, I didn't know what I was doing, so I hired a Minecraft coach. He was a high school senior.
Sure.
Okay? He taught me how to build the servers and so forth, and he's also helped us architect some of these worlds programmatically. Are we looking for developers right now to create these custom worlds? Absolutely. In fact, if you get involved, we'll teach you all the different components that are a part of it because now you're a part of us. So if you want to build some of these modifications, we'll teach you how to use the tools or allow you to bring in your own tools so that we can create something awesome together. So absolutely, we're looking at as possible internships where students can get involved. But also, if you know how to develop and you've played Minecraft before, you can join our virtual PTO. Right? So it's kind of like, you might not be the soccer coach, for whatever reason, but now you can put your skills into something that you know, and if you've done it before, your kids want to play with you, right? They want you to build, side by side with you, so it's a great bonding experience as well. I will say this, on one of the YouTube videos that we've had, I taught Harry how to use one of the mobile apps on his iPad on the 50 states. So we created a YouTube video of him just kind of going through it. So is this limited to Minecraft? No, not really. But we are looking at using other ways, other programs, maybe like an Unreal Engine, so that we can make that a part of our community of knowledge.
Awesome, thank you.
So.
Well,